Welcome to online classes of Sri Venkateswara College of Arts and Science Biotechnology students of third year. This is KVR Narasimha wants to explain the third unit, that is distribution function of random variables. So joint probability distribution function. If x comma y are two random variables defined on the same probability space, then probability that the first random variable less than or equal to a particular value and second random variable less than or equal to a particular value simultaneously is called joint probability distribution function, denoted by capital F of small x comma y, that is capital F within bracket small x comma y is equal to P of capital X less than or equal to small x intersection capital Y less than or equal to small y. Suppose this probability distribution function exists for discrete random variables as well as continuous random variables. If x comma y are both discrete random variables, then capital Fxy is equal to, that is probability distribution function of discrete random variables x comma y is capital Fxy is equal to double sigma, that means write sigma two times, double sigma. First sigma is related to x and second sigma is related to y. So, and double sigma P of xy, small xy, the above sigma write small x comma y. That means the joint probability functions can be summing from starting up to x in x series and up to y in y series is called joint probability distribution function. And if x comma y are both the continuous random variables, then the joint probability distribution function of capital X comma y is capital Fxy is equal to integral. Integration is nothing but summation. Integration is used for continuous random variables. Sigma is used for discrete random variables. In discrete case, the probabilities can be summing directly, hence sigma is used. Whereas in the case of continuous random variables, the summation can be computed by a symbol called integration. So that's why capital Fxy is equal to double integral minus infinity to x minus infinity to y small fxy dx dy is called joint probability distribution function. Next one is concept is marginal probability distribution function. This can be computed for the discrete as well as continuous random variables. If Pxy is the Pxy is equal to Pij is the joint probability mass function of a discrete random variable capital X comma y. Then using the joint probabilities we can compute, using the joint probability distribution we can compute individual probability distributions what are called marginal probability distribution functions. So using the joint probabilities, the probability that one of the two random variables less than or equal to a particular value is called marginal probability distribution function. Probability that the one of the two random variables less than or equal to a particular value is called marginal probability distribution function. That is for xy, the marginal probability distribution function of x is P of within brackets capital X less than or equal to small x is equal to double sigma up to x for first sigma. For second sigma, minus infinity is written in downwards and plus infinity and upwards. Pxy for x comma y are both discrete is equal to వేయాలి double integral minus infinity to x bracket open minus infinity to infinity small fxy dy bracket closed into dx is called marginal probability distribution function of x, where x comma y are continuous random variables. Similarly, the marginal probability distribution function of y is p of capital Y less than or equal to small y is equal to double sigma, first sigma, below sigma, right minus infinity, above the sigma, right y, and bracket open another sigma, that is sigma minus infinity to x pxy bracket closed is called the marginal probability distribution function of y, and the marginal probability distribution function of x is generally denoted by gx, capital Gx. Similarly, the marginal probability distribution function of y is generally denoted by hy. Therefore, Gx is equal to p of capital X less than or equal to small x is equal to double sigma up to x, second sigma minus infinity to infinity, pxy is equal to double integral, first integral from minus infinity to x, second integral minus infinity to infinity, small fxy dy into dx, whereas hy is equal to p of capital Y less than or equal to small y is equal to double sigma, first sigma having limits minus infinity to y, second sigma minus infinity to x, pxy is equal to double integral, first integral limits minus infinity to y, second integral limits minus infinity to infinity, fxy dx dy is called, then gx comma hy are marginal probability distribution functions of x comma y. So until we have joint probability distribution function is capital Fxy, that is capital Fxy is equal to p of capital X less than or equal to small x intersection capital Y less than or equal to small y is equal to double sigma minus infinity to infinity, minus infinity to x, minus infinity to y, small pxy if x comma y are discrete is equal to double integral minus infinity to x, minus infinity to y, small fxy dx dy is joint probability distribution function of x comma y, and the marginal probability distribution function of x comma y are gx and hy. Those are explained previous to this topic. Now we go to the joint conditional probability distribution function. Joint conditional probability distribution function. Suppose if capital Fxy is the joint probability distribution function, comma, capital Gx, comma, capital Hy are the marginal probability distribution functions of bivariate random variable or two-dimensional random variable x comma y respectively. Then capital Fxy by Hy is equal to capital F within brackets x slash y is called the joint conditional probability distribution function of capital X given capital Y. That is, capital F of x given y is equal to capital Fxy by Hy, and capital Fxy by Gx, capital Gx is equal to capital F of within brackets small y given x, small y slash given means slash, small y given x is called the joint conditional probability distribution function of y given x. These are the joint conditional probability distribution functions of x. Now we go to expectation. This expectation exists for discrete as well as continuous random variables. So now we comes to explain the expectation for discrete random variable. If capital X is a discrete random variable taking values small x1, small x2, etc., small xi, etc., small xn, and small p1, small p2, etc., small pi, or etc., small pn, are their corresponding probability mass functions. Once again, if x is a discrete random variable taking values small x1, small x2, etc., small xi, etc., small xn, and small p1, small p2, etc., small pi, etc., small pn are their corresponding probability mass functions, that is PMFs, such that first condition pi, each pi greater than or equal to 0. Second condition, sigma pi is equal to 1. Then x1 into p1 plus x2 into p2 plus etc. xi into pi plus etc. xn into pn is equal to sigma small xi pi is called mathematical expectation or expectation of the random variable x, denoted by capital E within brackets capital X. That is, Ex is equal to sigma small xi pi is called expectation of x. If x is a continuous random variable, small x is one of its particular value, small fx is probability density function of capital X at x, then integral minus infinity to infinity small x fx dx. Once again, integral minus infinity to infinity small x fx dx is called expectation of the random variable x. That is, Ex is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity small x fx dx. So, therefore, expectation exists for discrete as well as continuous random variables. This is the expectation is same as mean of the random variable. Mean of the random. Therefore, Ex is equal to mean is equal to X bar is equal to sigma small xi pi when X is discrete. Right? Is equal to the same as under the sigma, under the is equal to an integral minus infinity to infinity small x fx dx when x is continuous. Similarly, if x is a random variable, x into x is equal to x square is also a random variable. Then expectation of x square is equal to sigma small xi square pi integral minus infinity to infinity small x square fx dx or expectation of x square denoted by ex square. Next, variance of the random variable. If x is a random variable having expectation ex and x square having expectation ex square, then ex square minus ex whole square is called variance of the random variable x denoted by VARX or sigma square x is equal to ex square minus ex whole square. This is variance. Standard deviation is the positive square root of variance of x. So therefore the positive square root of variance is called standard deviation of the random variable. So using this concept, we know that data having mean variance, similarly random variables also having mean variance standard deviations. So both data and random variables may be considered as same, hence that's why data having mean variance standard deviation and random variable also having mean variance standard deviations. Now we go to moment generating function. Moment generating function, simply written as MGF. If x is a random variable, small x is one of its particular value, small t is any real value, then and e is a number lies between 2 and 3. Small e is a number lies between 2 and 3. Then expectation of small e power tx, is called moment generating function of the random variable x, denoted by capital M suffix x and within brackets t, mxt. That is, mxt is equal to capital E of bracket within brackets small e power tx is equal to sigma small e power tx px when x is discrete. Right, is equal to, say under the same is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity small e power tx small fx dx is called mathematical moment generating function of the random variable x. This moment generating function generate mean, variance and standard deviation. That's why MGF is otherwise called moment generating function. Why moment generating function as moment generating function? Because it generate moments. Mean, variance, standard deviations are called moments. Hence, MGF is called moment generating function. Now, so this is the lesson number 3 of unit 3 has been completed. One more lesson is required to complete the third unit. Hence, my dear students, First of all, you should open the notes and then you should listen these lessons. Then you can understand. If you have any doubt, please contact me at any time for this number. Thank you very much. God bless you.